Hi everyone, welcome to another Saturday live writing stream. It's a bit crazy on my side of the world at the moment, and not in the least because of the fact that my mother is currently in Europe, so I am having to sleep in her room so that I can do some pet sitting, basically, even though we live in the same house. But yeah, yeah, I didn't really give any advance warning before scheduling this post today because I just literally didn't even have like a moment before I realized, like, oh crap, I still need to move to the other room again. So that was fun, but somehow I managed to actually make it on time. So yay, awesomeness. So hello to everyone. I'm seeing a lot of friendly faces coming in already. So just a special hello to Shannon and to Ava and to Pronounceable and to Jace. Thanks so much for joining, guys, and I'm so looking forward to this. It's going to be awesome. All right, so let me know how you guys are doing in the chat, and also the what you guys will be working on. I'm always intrigued. So, tell me all the things. How was your week? How are you doing? And all those fun things. But yeah, so on my side, a little bit crazy, but I'm trying to stay a little bit sane and not um, exert myself too much. But it's a bit difficult, especially this week, which was another one of those hell weeks that involved the weather turning like in the hundreds when I'm actually used to it being like in the 80s, which is not fun at all. But yeah, so that was a thing. That was definitely, most certainly, a thing. So I made it through. I somehow survived, but it's a bit yeah. Let's see. Lots of chats coming in. Hello to Michael. Thank you for joining us. Let us know what you will be doing, Michael. Ava says, I'll be working on my fantasy work in progress after I get the crusties out of my eyes. Nice, nice, nice. Good idea to like splash the face, get wakey, and all those things because I'm sure you're still waking up. So, yeah, always appreciate you guys who are coming in so early on your day because I know some of you have to wake up at like 6 a.m. to get here. So, I really appreciate that. But, yeah. Yeah, so what else can I tell you guys? Yeah, if I look like I'm like rusted up at the joints, I went to a jiu-jitsu class on Thursday. It was my first one. It's interesting and it's fun, but it's also a little painful. So yeah, everything's still tensed up from that, but I'm looking forward to that, especially since I'm going with my brother, which is like interesting that I have to spar against him. So, make of that what you want. But yeah, so all that going on. And let's see, Jace says, oh yeah, Southern Hemisphere, but of a shock hearing about heat waves when you're in the middle of a blizzard. Yeah, you know what though? I would like go with a blizzard anytime, like any time. But fortunately for me, yesterday a cold front arrived, so we are now at like temperatures where it's actually not going to kill me to be doing like work outside or anything like that. So fantastic. I'm very excited about that. But yeah, so and then I just have like a smiley face there from Ava about me like saying about the crusty eyes and stuff. But anyway, and then Shannon says going to work on some world building. Very good. Very, very good. I am kind of not sure what I want to work on today. I actually have quite a few things, but on the other hand, I have a short story that I should probably get out of my head. So I'm probably going to be working on a short story, but it's still, especially now that I figured it out, I should try to write it. But as I'm saying this, I'm just realizing that, wouldn't you know it, I left my notebook in the other room, so I'm going to have to go get the notebook so that I can continue writing the story. So, fantastic. But yeah. And let's see. Jay says, my sprints will probably be productivity in the home instead of writing. Also a good thing. Also a good thing. Because sometimes if your house is in chaos, writing doesn't happen either. So it's all good. All good. All right. So guys, I'm thinking it's probably time for us to get going and get some sprints done because I noticed that you guys like the fast-paced sprinting. So yeah, always very, very cool. And oh, and Eva also just said, love me some home sprints. So yeah, back to my original train of thought. One day I will be able to maintain a single train of thought for like longer than 15 seconds, but today is not that day. All right, so I'm going to start us off on 5 minutes so that you guys can warm up and so that I can go get my notebook because of course I needed to go get that. But yeah. Meadow just also dropped by. Hi Meadow, welcome. And she says, I was super ready to write, but now I'm suddenly super tired. I know that feeling. I've had it all week, but it's on my side. It's at least it's the heat, especially because the heat was like completely. It was so draining. So I'm really looking forward to an entire week of delightful temperatures, hanging around in the I want to say mid 60s to mid 70 range for the entire week. I think I'm not quite familiar with the conversion to Fahrenheit, but that's more or less there. But yeah, so yay me! I'm not going to die this week, at least not of temperatures. But anyway, so I know all about feeling super tired when you actually want to write. So I hope you can get through that, Meadow, and that we can actually get some stuff done together today. All right. So Eva also says, why write when you can sleep? Me every night around 8 p.m. Yeah, me too, actually. I was going to do this thing in the beginning of the year where I was going to write for an hour every day starting at 9 p.m. And I very, very rapidly realized that that did not work for exactly those reasons. It's like, no, my brain's just like, honey, we already turned off for the day. Workday's over. You had dinner. You had a 2-hour rest. Why can't we just continue resting? Please, please. It's a very convincing argument that I struggled with. So I'm still trying to figure out like a better time to actually do some writing. But I will. It will. I will get there, even if it's even if it's just like stealing 5 minutes a day. I have to figure something out, but I will. I'm working on it. Okay, so now let me get back to the focus. Train of thought. Okay, I'm going to count down from 5 and then I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Hi guys, welcome back. Time's up. Let me know how you guys did. I managed to make it back with exactly 10 seconds to spare, so I'm really proud of myself. So yeah, that's what I did for my 5 minutes. I went to go get something to munch on, and I fetched the book and also fed the cat because the cat ate all the other food. So yeah, so I got a lot done. But now I'm somewhat winded because that was quite a run to go get it. Down staircases, up staircases, and all that kind of stuff. So I will be able to breathe and talk normally in a few seconds. But yeah, because I realized as I was going downstairs, I'm like, well, Nisha, probably not the smartest idea ever to give yourself only 5 minutes to go to the other room and back, given the amount of distractions and obstacles that will be in your way. So, kind of regretting my life decision there right now, but otherwise, I'm doing fine. Oh, by the way, guys, while I'm at this point, if you guys want to share excerpts, please do post in the chat. I'm not sure how many people want to do it, so just post any length, and just not like an entire chapter, but if we get a lot of excerpts, I will select little snippets, and then I will ask you guys to ask for shorter or to post shorter snippets. But yeah, just share. I love seeing what you guys are working on, and I find that you guys also enjoy sharing it a little bit. So always welcome to. And I will also have some stuff to share today because I am planning to write some fiction. Yay! How exciting! So yeah, that's what's going on my side. But in the meantime, waiting for YouTube to not lag on me while I'm sitting here talking. Okay, Pronounceable says started writing the outline. Very good. So in case you guys are wondering, Pronounceable and I are actually like in contact off YouTube quite a lot as well. So he's doing an outline for a story that he is writing. That's yeah, just to kind of refine it a little bit and stuff. So that's kind of what he's been working on. Ava says, got everything open and replied to an email. Then I reread the last part of what I wrote and laugh out loud. Ah, yes, that feeling. I am familiar. Yes, but still good to get everything open. And let's see how far we get today. Michael says, look at Wavemaker in disbelief, so won't be trying to outline again. Decided to start editing another chapter in Hemingway. Very good. Very good. All right. Let's see. But yeah, like I mentioned, please do share excerpts. And gosh, guys, I will stop doing that at some point, sounding like I'm running a marathon. I would like to say that my lungs are better from the pneumonia I had in December, but not 100%. And because of the fact that it's now a cold front with rain, I think I'm just having a bit of trouble with like the moisture and stuff today as well. So I apologize in advance because my voice is crackly and being all again, but all that stuff going on. And Shannon says, decided to finish up adding in journal entries to pieces of the past. Also good. And Ava asked, how far are you through your edits, Michael? Let's see. Okay, so in the interests of keeping things moving along, I am going to start at least prepping the next sprint. So we're going to do, the next one will be 10 minutes. I'm just kind of starting to set it up slowly but surely. And mentally preparing you guys for the next sprint, which will be epic. But yeah, let's see. Just waiting to see if anything else comes through, because it's one of those days again with a stream where I think it's because of the weather as well. My internet isn't quite as fast as it's usually, or as it is usually. So I have a suspicion that there's going to be a bit of a lag between me talking and you guys today, so I might start rolling things along by just going straight into next sprints and stuff, and then scrolling back when you guys post in chats so that I can see what you guys said. So it's not that I'm rude or not trying to listen to what you guys are saying. I love talking to you guys, but it's just a little bit like there's definitely a disconnect that I'm noticing. So let's see. Some posts came in. Ava says Hemingway sounds fun by its title to me. Curious if you're close to release. Laugh out loud. Sorry. And then she also said I have a Hemingway shout. Shout. Gosh, English, come on. And Yaza also said, hey all. Hi Yaza, welcome back. Nice to see you here again. And then Michael said, editing is a never-ending process in Mages of Halaron book 1. I'm about halfway through, although I haven't actually written the ending chapters yet, but writer's block, so editing. Nice. Okay, so maybe, yeah, I think let's just get into the next one and then see how we go. So I'm going to count down from 5, and then I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And time's up, guys. Let me know how you did. I think I did probably just like 100 words because right now I'm just trying to like think my way through what I want to do and all that stuff. I did figure it out, but I haven't really processed what I wanted to do with the how can I put it? The transition between where I'm right now and getting into what I figured out. So I'm probably just going to end up having to go straight into it. But for me to do that, I also need to get like through a lot of thoughts and stuff that's kind of going on in my head right now. So I need to get rid of those too. And that's also a bit of writing to do before that. So I'm hoping probably in the sprint that's coming up with the one after that, I will be able to get it done. But yeah, waiting to find out how you guys did. And as always, if you have excerpts, please share. And then, yeah, I'll read them out loud and hope I don't butcher what you've written too much. But yeah, Jace says, I vacuumed. Good. Vacuuming is good. And let's see what else anyone else has to say. But I don't see anything. Excerpt. Nice. Very cool, Jace. I approve of this excerpt. It's very poetic and deeply moving. I find it so compelling to read, actually. So awesome. All right. Michael says, I edited. Very good. Always good to edit. Smiley. And Jay says, ever the wordsmith. Of course, of course. Even your vacuuming is poetry, my man. But yeah, so we're writers even when we're not actively writing, right? Right? Yeah, okay, cool. Good, good. But yeah, so Jay says it's poetry in motion. Yes, absolutely. And Yaza says I edited as well, but it's almost midnight here, so it isn't going so well. Oh, that's too bad. But you know what? Even the little bit you can do now before you have to go turn in for the night, it's probably still going to be a good amount to get done. So good going. Okay, so I'm just the responses are really trickling in, guys. So I'm assuming that it is yeah, I'm thinking it's the lag, but oh well. I'm trying to not talk too much nonsense. But yeah, it's difficult. Eva says, I got lost in a discussion with the pastor pal over some political issues. We're on the same side of it, so lots of words, none for my work in progress. Ha. Yes, yes, I have a similar situation. Not the pastor though, but where, yeah, communication is very good, but sometimes it just also means that lots of talking and not so much writing, even though we're both there to actually, with the idea of right now we want to be writing. So kind of sucks when that happens, but at the same time, also completely worth it because, you know, sometimes spending time with friends and talking is also very important. So I don't see it as a loss. Pronounceable says, got distracted, started drawing a map instead. Also important, if you're doing outlines, having a map is a very good idea. Because when you're doing edits and stuff, it's also a good thing to know where things are so that you can have consistency within your text with regards to that. Because you would be surprised by how much that has an impact on people actually reading your book or story or whatever. Okay, so sorry. I'm going to sound like Marvin Gaye at this rate. Anyway, let's see. Michael says, oh, it's an excerpt. Yay! Awesomeness. Okay, Sharing an excerpt. Concentrating on Ronnie's spark of power, Larian focused on the color he associated with Ronnie's precognitive abilities, a light pink swirl. As well, he thought of finding out the future. The visualization and the actual thought combined were supposed to bring about the ability within oneself, whether using your own or someone else's abilities. Very cool. That sounds like such an interesting system. I approve. Very nice, Michael. I'm really intrigued now. Really, really intrigued. So, thank you so much for sharing. Love it. Okay, so I'm getting way too excited about this because I'm just thinking, I love this idea for a book. I can't wait to read it. So, but yeah, so right, I'm going to set us up for the next sprint, which will be 15 minutes. Because I'm finding the build up to 25 to 30 minute sprints actually helps a lot to actually get like into that zone. So let's do that. So I'm going to count down from 5, and then I'll see you guys. In the meantime, if you guys want to share excerpts and want to share how you did and all that kind of stuff, just let me know, and I'll scroll back and check that I didn't miss any messages. So I'm counting down now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Hey guys, time's up. Let me know how you did. I think I did a good 100 or so words, not easy words. So yeah, oh well. I'm not really working through them very fast at the moment, but hopefully once they're done, they're done. And I see some more people joined. So hi DL, welcome back, and a new face. Welcome Chloe. And thanks very much for joining. I hope you guys enjoy today's sprints. And yeah, and it's going to help you guys be nice and productive. So please do share how you guys did for today's or for this sprint right now, and then also share excerpts if you want to share what you've been working on. So just let me know. And yeah, for me, I'm currently doing a bit of a diary entry, so still not quite done, so I can't really share what I'm doing yet, but I'm looking forward to working on a bit of fiction tonight still. But just lots of cobwebs because I didn't really get a chance to write at all this week, unless you count words that I wrote for work, but that's a bit different. But yeah, that's kind of it's part of the thing about me writing at the moment, because I actually get paid to write, which is awesome. Best job ever. But it also means that if you feel tired and you feel like you're not being creative, or you feel like you're not really being in a place where you can actually write, you actually still have to force yourself to do it, because people are literally waiting for you to produce stuff. And especially like this week for me where it was so hot, it's just draining. So yeah, today's not quite the high energy Misha that I was last week, because it's just I'm legit exhausted right now. But yeah, hopefully once I get back into the zone with good music playing in the background and me getting to fiction writing and stuff, I'm going to get a bit more happy-go-lucky and energetic again. But just right now is a bit hard. And maybe it's going to stay hard because the thing that I'm writing isn't exactly happy. I'm not necessarily talking about the diary entry, but the story I'm writing is kind of, I want to say, post-apocalyptic. So luckily it's a short story, so it's not going to impact me too much. But yeah, it's not exactly not unicorns and bunnies today for me. But still, I think it might be something really good. So makes it worth writing, even if it's difficult. Right, so let's see. Lots of comments coming through at the same time. So DL said, I'm doing some read-throughs. Good, 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 good. Eva says, I thrive on deadlines, Misha. I hate them, but I thrive on them, laugh out loud. Yeah, I'm the same. Like my entire job at the moment is based on deadlines, but then you kind of get situations like where I am now, where the deadlines are all happening at the same time, and now you're kind of like and now some trekkies are going to hate me, but if you're in the J.J. Abrams movie and you're in that test where you have to make a call and you have to make the right decision, but there's no right decision because everything is stacked against you on purpose. That's kind of what it feels like to me sometimes. So this is the week that I'm facing. But yeah, shit happens, right? But I'll figure it out and just like get through it. And I will be back next Saturday somehow, having survived it. And yeah, keep going and all that shit. So Jace says, clean the toilet this time, excerpts. Swish, swish. Nice. Very well done. Ava says, I stay distracted with friend listens, but it's a good conversation, motivating my creative juices. Always a good thing. Also, yeah, you know, it's always good to have conversations if they inspire you. So nice. All right, so let's see if we get any more feedback from you guys. apparently I just like got a notification that the YouTube feed isn't quite brilliant today, so I am very sorry about that. I'm hoping that it gets better, but it's probably the weather that's affecting the upload speed. So I'm sorry about that, guys. And then Michael said, I decided to be courageous and to try to figure out Wavemaker. Good. Always good to learn new things. So I hope you figure it out. Let us know. DL shared is sharing an excerpt. So I'm going to start reading that. Jasenia scoffed as she undid her blouse and exposed her breast. Now you asked to analyze my chest for wounds. Do you see any scars? Caprin began to step closer as his smile grew. Stop, Jasenia commanded. You can make your assessment from there. Your eyes are in working order. Feisty. Caprin stopped and gazed upon her chest, squinting his eyes as if his vision was wavering. From here I see no scars, but perchance in better light. There are no scars, Jasenia hissed as she pulled her blouse close. Nice. She seems to be rather a feisty character. I like her already. I don't know why, but she seems cool. But yeah. Okay, so I'm waiting to see if anyone else updates their progress. But in the meantime, I'm going to start stepping up the timer for 20 minutes. So very soon I'm going to start counting down again, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. So yeah, all right. So like I mentioned before, I just keep this going so that we don't have a lot of dead air, and I don't want to keep talking and try to fill silences with nonsense. So I'm kind of trying to maintain a balance. If you have anything to say about what we said or share updates or excerpts and stuff, just let me know and I'll scroll back to check. So I'm going to count down from 5 and then I'll see you guys back here in 20 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Time's up, guys. Let me know how you did. I think I did about, I want to say about 200 words, so it's getting a little bit better. In the meantime, let's see what's happening in the chat. Oh, Terry stopped by just to say hi. So hi, Terry. I hope you're still here so that you could hear me saying hi back. So that's awesome. Thanks for stopping by. And then Ava also just posted a nice reminder. Say, give the video a thumbs up to show our Misha some love and to keep our Saturday morning streams happening. Oh, thank you so much. The reminder is very good. Please do go hit like, and please the algorithm gods and all those things, so that hopefully more people who are not trolls can find us. Because last week I had a bit of a troll infestation on my feed, like in the last, I want to say 30 minutes, because it was like the last sprint or the second to last sprint or something like that. It was really weird. But shaking my head, because that was like really people who do not have time, or they have a lot of time on their hands, they don't have work for their hands. But yeah, so that was a bit annoying, but non-trolls are all welcome. But we want the videos and streams to be suggested to them so that they can find me. Yay! So for that to happen, I need likes, I need subscribes, I need comments, all those things, all those like lovely stuff. So I would appreciate if you guys would please do any or all of the above for me, so that we can keep this community growing. But yeah, looking forward to seeing if you guys have any excerpts for me as well, because I'm very very interested to see what you guys are working on. So it would be awesome to get more feedback from you guys. But I'm just waiting because, as I mentioned before, another day with longer than usual lags. So yeah, sucks. But well, we make do with what we have, don't we? Ha! There we go. Some stuff coming in. Ava says, I made a choice. Two different things. Go forward with one or back up and fix. Guys. Twitches. Yeah. That's a difficult choice. It's also one of those, there is no right answer. Or there might be a right answer, but you won't know it until you tried one of them. So I hope you pick the right one first time round. That usually helps. So, And then Chloe did 576 words. Very good. Well done. Golf clap for you. But yeah, so by the way, Chloe, we share excerpts here. It's not an obligatory thing. You're more than welcome to say no. But if you want to share what you've been working on, you're more than welcome to. Just keep it higher, keep it about PG, for in case someone finds this who should not find it. But just keep that in mind. But otherwise, any genre, any words you want to share, all welcome. Even if it's a rough draft, we're all sharing rough drafts on here as well. So and then if I see excerpts from you guys, I try to read them out loud, and I try not to butcher names, because the name pronunciations and how I pronounce words can quite differ. So yeah, that happens. But other than that, all things are good. So more than welcome to just copy paste a little section from what you wrote into the chat, and then I'll pick it up. All right. Ava writes, says, I know the right choice, but the dialogue before is haunting me. I really want to fix it, but then I'll be negative progress, draft completion wise, laugh out loud. Yeah, I know what you mean about haunting dialogues, but I think just keep going. But that's my own natural instinct, is just to keep going, because for me, I usually actually don't even know how to fix something that's bothering me until I've given it some time to rest. So for me, at least from my point of view, just make my face visible. Yeah, I just prefer to keep going, and then eventually when I come back, I'll have a much better idea of what's going on in my manuscript anyway, and how the dialogue should be, and all that kind of fun stuff. Ha ha ha! Chloe says, well, I'm working on a paranormal demon romance, and it's definitely, absolutely not PG in the current scene. Woo! Yes, no, as fun as that sounds, unless you guys want to see me turn like absolutely beet red, like the color of the YouTube logo, please, no. Do not share those scenes with me, because having to read them out loud and keep a like a normal face in front of an audience of, well, currently 9 people, but like XYZ, no one knows how many people will see this in the future. Yeah, it's going to. I can't not. And I'm not even a prude, but it's just like, nope. So yeah, that's where I draw the line, guys. I'm all for reading it, but not out loud and not in front of an audience. It's like, it's one of those things like, my mom likes listening to audiobooks as she's working, like for example doing crafty stuff and so on weekends, and it's always awesome because then I walk in and then I find like very cool like books and stuff, and I can hear, oh, this sounds nice, I want to go read it. But then some days, you walk in and it's a sex scene, and I'm like, and she doesn't even read like erotica and stuff like that. But it just, love scenes go in everywhere. So you walk in and it's like, yeah, I'm not listening to this with my mom. So, and I just walk out. But stuff like that, it's always so funny because it's just like, too awkward. So imagine I'm reading like a love scene on here, and it is something, it would be the one scene, like one place that my mom would actually be watching these live streams with my luck. So it's like, yeah, my mother could see this. No, rather not. And just reading back comments. So Ava, ooh la la, and Ava says we could give her anything to read, guys. Yeah, challenge accepted, I suppose. Jay says, I can read that stuff out loud. Yeah, I can as well. I am able to kind of like distance myself from it. Like, yeah, okay, I can put myself through this, but at the same time, I am very fair, guys. You will see me turning various shades of red. Definitely, without a doubt. It's just like it will happen. It will happen. So let's just not do that to me. Please, thank you. Love you guys. And the pronounceable said, don't give them any ideas. Yeah. Too late. I cannot unbolt that horse, and I cannot unring that bell. And Chloe says, I can read it if it's written by someone else, but I absolutely cannot read my own. Also, I cannot be in the same room as someone reading my work. Yeah, it's kind of similar for me, but it's also like, it's strange actually. Like Ava went and bought some of my books, so it's actually strange for me when she shares like a photo with my book in it, and I'm like, oh my word, it's there. I have that reaction when I see people they got my book, and then I'm like, yeah. But usually it's a good thing. I'm reasonably sure that my books are quite good, so I'm not going to say that that's the reason for my terror. But I think any writer, if you send a book out, even like a critique partner whose job it is to actually go help you find books and or find errors so that you can fix your book, just sending it is, for me, even now, and I've been doing this for the whole critique partner thing I've been doing for over a decade now. Gosh. Anyway, so over a decade now of critique partners, and it still fucking terrifies me to send a book to them, even now. So it's like, yeah, It's a thing, people. It's a thing. Doesn't get better. So yeah. Ava says Jace reads it without distance. Ha 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 ha. Sensual reads. And then Jace says, Ava knows me. And Ava says, yes, it's such a pretty book too, Misha. Oh, thank you. I love your cover. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so cool. Because I actually made it. So I'm so glad you like it. But yeah, so I really appreciate that compliment. That is so nice. Thank you for sharing. But yeah. And Ava says, and your formatting and your dedication. That's all I've read. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's yeah, the dedication was special for me because it was so nice to write it when I wrote that the first time. So yeah. Okay, guys, let's get into the next thing. All right, so we were at 20 minutes, so I'm moving us up to 25, and then I will see you guys. So I'm going to count down from 5, and good luck. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Time's up, guys. Let me know how you did. I wrote about, I want to say 250 words because I'm writing by hand. So it's either guessing more or less or actually counting, and that would take too long. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, let me know in the chat what you guys are doing and then or have done, and share excerpts if you want to share. Mine is still diary entry, so I'm not sure if you guys want to know what I wrote, but maybe I should, yeah. So maybe it's something that someone else is going through as well, so who knows. Just a random thing from my side. So what I wrote was, this is overwhelm. It's not burnout. I can stop the burnout by stopping and or dealing with the overwhelm. So that's what I will be doing starting tonight. And I am starting with an absolutely no contract work rule for weekends. I want to be able to fight back on days that are hard. That means I have to be guilt-free on weekends and nights off. If I want to do something like sleeping all day, I will sleep all day. Let my week sort out themselves. I will bring this under control. I must, and I will devote the figuring out of how to Monday. So for me, just background information, like I mentioned, Hell Week is coming up for me, but I cannot deal with overworking myself if I'm already working hard on weekdays by dragging stuff into weekends as well. And despite the fact that I already made that decision at the end of December to not do this, guess how many weekends have been guilt-free, or not even guilt-free. Let's just go with how many weekends have been contract work-free for me? 0, because I've been working at least every Saturday since the beginning of the year, and it is a very terrible habit that I need to bring to an end because it's not good. Nobody's impressed with it. Nobody cares. Nobody does anything, and the only person who's going to suffer for it in the end is me. So no, I have to stop doing it. So yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to yeah, just like work through it and be strict with myself. So writing it down yet again should hopefully be helpful. But yeah, let's see what's going on in the chats. Just Ava that said before I started sprinting, actually, my husband laughs at me. He never reads dedications. I read them first. I actually love their dedications as well. It seems like such a personal thing from the writer, like a little personal touch, especially if they really quirky or very open-hearted. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, you know what I mean. Ava says, I created a scene I didn't expect. How fun. I'm going to work on my outline in a little while. I love it too much, this story. Anyone else loving your story? Oh yeah. I love my stories. I'm actually, the one that I'm working on right now is a bit of a short story. I'm trying to up my productivity by writing a few short stories here and there, poems, stuff like that, just to get my momentum going again. And the story I'm writing is kind of it's different from almost everything that I write, but I'm excited about it. So it's definitely something I want to finish and see if I can get it out for people to read at some stage. But it's actually, because it's so different, it's actually a bit scary as well, because it's not precisely my comfort zone, but I love that because writing things that scare you means that you're not writing by rote, which is always a good thing, I feel. So that's where I'm right now. Kind of scared of my story, but I still love it. Pronounceable says, too much, too detailed maps, 2 lists, 1 additional character, and my outline still looks thin, but it's there. Good. Making good progress. Well done, Pronounceable. And Ava is also chiding me, saying, Misha, take your days off. Yes, I will. Sorry, Ava. But yeah. And then the right next thing she says, ooh, a map. I want to do a map. So, sure. You guys are doing good. And I feel like I'm glad that I ended up doing the diary thing because even though it's kind of weird for me sometimes to do diary entries while I'm on YouTube, it, it's often the first time in my day where I can actually write anything that is just like not paid for. It's on Saturday afternoons. So yeah, that's kind of why the first thing that needs to go onto the page would be the diary entry so that I can process everything that's been going on. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but I try not to think about it much. But yeah, but the funny thing is it's already 2 hours and I still haven't reached the actual story I want to be writing. But I'm hoping to get to it at some stage. I don't know if it will be tonight. I will try to at least do a little bit of it. So we'll see. Alright, guys, so since we are now at 2 hours, I'm going to start working our way down. So we were at 25 minutes. So the next one I'm going to do is a 20-minute sprint. And we're basically counting our way back down. So either until we reach 5 minutes or until we kind of just like feel like we don't want to write anymore. So I'm going to do a 20-minute sprint now. I'm going to count down from 5 and then I'll see you guys. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Time's up, guys. Let me know how you were doing. I did a few, actually not even a few hundred words, just probably closer to 50, but I'm slowly starting to figure out what I'm doing, so that's also good. But yeah, so at least I got something down for that story. It's a bit of a, oh, sorry, I think I might have made myself bleed here. It's not a good thing. Anyway, so yeah, it's not a lot of words, but it's progress. And I kind of started figuring out where I'm going, so yay! Very good for me, but that's basically what's going on my side. Yeah, so just waiting to see what you guys are saying. And yeah, maybe I'll just share what I wrote. And then while I'm waiting for feedback from the feed. Okay. I stared at the richly decorated ceiling of the old farmhouse. My gaze followed each flourish and swirl while I listened to Casey's quiet breathing. 3 months. I held Casey closer, watching the rising sun's rays color the ceiling in gold and etching the shadows into greater relief. Rex poked his nose over the bed's edge, his intelligent brown eyes beckoning us into a new day. I reached over and scratched behind his ears. Rex and Casey and me, the only survivors of our family. Yeah, so that's basically. I should just finish that sentence so that I can remember when I come back to it. Cool. So yeah, that's basically what I wrote just now. The entirety of it. But yeah. Just being patient with myself. It will get there. I'm sure, but see. So while I'm waiting to hear back from you guys, I think we can just check. I think maybe depending on how long it takes for me to read through any comments from you guys, I think maybe the next one might be our final sprint. So, because I'm almost at 3 hours now, it's 2.5 at the moment, but giving time for excerpts and talking with you guys and stuff like that means that I might just make it to 3 hours by the end of this next sprint. Eva says, I got some outlining set up. Gonna be a fun day of it. Nice. Good going. Yeah, it's good to do outlines sometimes. So you and Pronounceable are kind of in the same boat at the moment. For me, at my stage where I'm now with the story is not really a good thing that or at my stage of the story, I don't really do outlines yet because it's more an explore draft than anything else. I do an outline before I do a rewrite, but right now it's a bit early still. So, Pronounceable says, I need to kill one person. Outlines are cool. That emoticon there doesn't quite seem enthusiastic though. Yeah. So, I think, I'm not sure, but you guys and me might be the only ones left for today's sprint because it says 4 people, but some people might not be like writing and stuff. They might just be lurking in quiet time. So I think I might just get into the final sprint for right now. So let's do that. Okay, so 15 minutes. Or me, you know what? Let's make it another 20-minute sprint. Let's go in the opposite direction. We make it a 20-minute sprint so that we can top up the hour by the time we're done. All right. So I'll see you guys in 20 minutes, counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Time's up, guys. So let me know how you did. I think I got like 150-ish words in. But yeah, it was good to get some writing done for this. But it's a bit dark, so I don't think I'm going to share it just yet, because it's going to look weird without context. But I'm looking forward to hearing how you guys did. So. And I just quickly wanted to say a quick welcome to Rosalind, who managed to join right at the end. So I'm so sorry about that. But I hope you got some writing done at least, so that you could join in the fun a little bit. But thank you very much for joining anyway. I really appreciate you stopping by. Yeah. Whew. I felt quiet just now because I'm sitting here listening to the rain. It's raining on the windows, which is such a nice sound, so I'm enjoying that. Eva says, I just read the entire story idea to a pal, and for the first time in a long time, I could get from the beginning to the end without oh wait! Well done, that's good. That is very good. And then Eva also said, I think I'm about 4 chapters from done. Nice, nice. Ava also says, I think everyone fell asleep. Oh, goodness. Well, I want to say I hope not, because that's a sign that I'm very boring. But yeah, that's probably actually more the case of them being in a very different time zone from me and falling back asleep because it's so early in the morning, which is also possible. But yeah. Yeah, it happens. But yeah, so in the meantime, while I'm waiting for some feedback and the optimistic hope that maybe some people did not fall asleep yet, I just want to also say a special thank you to everyone who did stop by, and for everyone who have been subscribing and liking and hitting the notification bell and all those things. I really appreciate you guys for your continued support and for stopping by and visiting and taking part in the chats and all this stuff. I really, really appreciate it. It's always fun to write and know I'm not alone. And Rosalind just said I had to take care of my husband who just had knee surgery. Oh, wow. I hope he feels better soon. That sounds like not a huge amount of fun to deal with. So, yeah. But I've heard that knee surgery is really, really painful. So I hope that he doesn't have like any issues and that he heals up easily. And then Eva also says, nap time sounds lovely. I am projecting. Yes, now after this, you go back to sleep because it is Saturday. So nap, go nap again. You deserve it. You got a lot of like writing stuff done, so you've earned it. And Rosalind also said, but now I know what time you'll start. I can pencil this into my calendar. Ah, that's nice. I really hope you can fit it in and that you can come back and visit and take part and all that stuff, because it's always fun. The more people we have in the chat, the merrier, and the more lively the chat is, which makes the videos more fun and all that stuff. So I would love to have you back again next week. Ava says, thanks so much for the sprints, Misha. I got so much time. Yes, awesome. And Pronounceable also says, thank you for hosting, Misha. And then Ava also said, ouch, recovery can be rough, but hopefully he'll feel like new soon. The pain that brought it on isn't anything to scoff at. And then Rosalind also said, he's doing great. Too good, really, because his dumb ass won't stay down. Yep. Yep. people do that. It sucks. And then Ava also said, nah, I want to kill someone off and then maybe I'll sleep. Laugh out loud. Yeah, this taken out of context is like, one day it's like, she committed a murder. What? Look, here's a screenshot. And then you're like, no, wait. So, but yeah, completely. I know exactly what you mean. I actually flinched back from killing someone off, so it's but I just like, because I could kill it off or him off, and I'm like, no, I cannot do it. I cannot. I'm all about dark and gritty in this story, but that's just one step too far, man. I cannot do it. So yeah, I'm not going to. At least not for now. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Pronounceable says, Ava, you monster! And then Ava said, you gave me an idea! Or you gave me the idea. And Ava said, there are 2 murders, but only 1 death. Interesting. Nope, 3 murders, 2 deaths. Interesting. I forgot the first one. Cool. Alright, so on that note, where we are discussing the amount of murders we have to our name. Yeah, I think I'm going to say good night, and I hope you guys have an awesome and very productive week. And then I'll see you guys again same time next week, which is 5 p.m. South African time, or about, I think, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll see you guys soon. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell. But yeah, other than that, just want to say love you all, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.